Hello, and welcome to SpellCast with Hazel the Witch. Okay. We'll be playing some Hogwarts Legacy here. And yeah, the last bit we did, we joined Slytherin. Yeah. Alright. Now we just arrived at the Slytherin rooms. Right, so gonna continue.
Revelio.
Anything in there? Yeah. Okay, an apple. Alright, let's find your common room. I need to head to my common room. Sounds as though there are some voices coming from nearby. Perhaps I should follow them. So we're going down that way. I'm guessing we're going to come back here again. We can explore that later, at a different time.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
It's that new fifth year.
Introduce yourself to Imelda, Ominous, and Sebastian.
Professor Weasley must be exhausted.
Did you see the way they just
Right,
walked
this is
the sorting ceremony last night?
Can't imagine starting news this late.
A little room, everyone. Of course, I'm not sure what job he'd actually be good at. Perhaps something at Azkaban.
Inside.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Figgs who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Was it exciting?
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
What do you mean?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. Haha. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Good black children are too young to attend Hogwarts. I'd hate it if my father was headmaster.
I've no doubt that Black will be remembered as the worst headmaster ever. No ability to have a rapport with his pupils whatsoever.
I tried transforming a rabbit.
might want to think that again.
Yes, go on.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I do like to make an entrance.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Did you suspect you'd been Slytherin?
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
The mermaids often appear outside the common room.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Yourself to
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Oh, I wish I had been there.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Okay, do you fly a lot?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
You seem to know a lot about wizard chess.
Are you a keen Wizard Chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Well then,
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
I think that's me.
Professor Black glanced at me the other day in the Great Hall. I spit out for breakfast. Not sure it sent the right message.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
Have
been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Like a quest book.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up! Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Revelio.
Statue. This statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long maned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. It just look a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing the challenge appears here. Field guide pages in Hogwarts. Field guide challenges are only way to acquire experience points XP. Open field guide. Alright, this is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increase your level and power. Your first guide your current challenge progress. Play the challenge menu to complete. So your first guide page unlocks a new challenge category. Adventure of the period. Select field guide pages to complete. Rewards from appearance to critical upgrades. Okay.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Flue flame. Okay. Central Hall. Alright, the castle's pretty big. Okay, loading.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
I guess you can like run around and like teleport as well then.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What's that thing?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
What exactly is Defense Against the Dark Arts?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Can you tell me more about CharmsClass?
What will I learn in CharmsClass?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm afraid there isn't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Hogsmeade then.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
You did so.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Open them up. Okay, this represents main quest. Okay, locked by spell or level requirement. Feel good, Mom.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
So picturesque.
Welcome
I'd
to
be glad if they let us
Hogwarts.
convene at the Three
We
Broomsticks
can go
instead.
upstairs. We're going the right way.
Do not judge a steed by its size.
We went the right way. I fast and through for that.
Young friends, fortune waits not for the slothful.
That's actually quite realistic.
What ho? It is I, Sir Cadogan, slayer of Wyvern of Wye.
What now? I'm supposed to go for the doors. Now. Oh, that's not fine. Oh. Actually looks really good. Fifth lane.
Our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence.
Yeah! Oh! Oh!
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Oh, it's good. It's kind of funny like how all of the paintings are moving. Over here. Tiny floor.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included. Right, that's all the stuff I got like when I start the game. Let's try this one. Different. It doesn't give me any bonus. I don't think I put the flat trap on there. I think I'll leave that off as well. No.
really see it very well. Alright, that's green and and the brown. And then, yeah, I'm gonna wonder it, right? I think read all that stuff out. Right, let's continue the story.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
This is the bathroom. Oh. Where am I going? Keep going up.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
I think I was tricked. Smells like flobberworm mucus. Oh!
I dropped one of the crystal balls in divination. Shattered everywhere. I was mortified. I will say that Professor and I seemed much calmer than I expected.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Yeah. Am I?
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Go outside to learn new spells.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Accio!
Excellent control there. Happens to the best of us. That's it! Splendid! Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go!
Oh, how am I supposed to do that?
Yes!
This is
Excellent control there.
Let us do this. Quite impressive. Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio!
Yeah!
That's it!
Here's a red.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go!
screen sounds a lot really fun.
Yes! I know everyone is watching. Yeah, but you need to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Don't lose your composure.
Watch this. There we go. Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Very good.
Be sharp.
Everything's so good.
That is how it's done. Oh dear.
Alright, well, I won the first bet.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
I forgot to let go of it on the last one.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm holding my own.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is magic the same as you got down?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Wagadu. That's incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Thank you for telling me about Wagadu.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Put the traditional one back on if I want. Yeah, they're kind of like mismatching everyone.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
CharmsClass complete. Yeah, do we level up on that? I guess so.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Oops. I can't go yet.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Wasn't too challenging a lesson.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Right, open the thing. Okay, that's an area glass. not like give me away.
Let's be sure we make some time to study later then. The common room's a bit rowdy of late.
And then the werewolves join the
I see.
goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves!
It says on the mini map. Right. Okay, it's time to get the hang of the navigation a little bit. Yeah, the photos, like sorry, not the photos, paintings. Yeah, you can look at it, you go around just like looking at all these paintings. Kind of interesting.
What are you up to now?
Into the Dark Arts class. Who's this? Alright, this statue. I keep thinking everything's gonna like come to life now. And then up here. Nice stained glass windows. Alright, in here? Huh? The eyes.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
This man, Levioso. Kill him straight away.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember? Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I'm not Protego.
Good form.
I know. You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
What are you doing up there?
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Rather good at this, aren't you?
Please roll my students for this again. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down. Cast Levioso to throw your opponent off guard. Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
A successful first day.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of one combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Defense Against the Dark Arts complete. Leviosa! Didn't do it, can't let me fun.
Always thought Leviosa was for first years. Not anymore.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Right, level 2 to unlock.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Amazing.
Leviosa! Accio!
Alright.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I might have the things talking to you. Like, knows what they're doing. Yeah, they did a really good job, like, of getting the movies into the game. Yeah, from what I can see, they're doing like a new DLC, and it's like possibly making the Hogwarts Legacy 2 as well. Which, yeah, I can imagine the graphics on that would be pretty insane, because this one already looks pretty crazy already. Can't see how they'd make it like more detailed, but I guess they'll find a way. Just possibly a new story. I think I'm after the... Not sure like how to open these things yet, but I'm guessing I can open them somehow.
Revelio.
Not sure like how to open them yet.
Revelio.
There's something there. What's this? Engine classes. If I can't go through that.
Do you mind where you're stepping? They'll only think it's me.
Revelio.
Oh, you're gonna use it. Oh, right, maybe,
Lumos.
Lumos. It's like a centaur. Butterflies. Like all this gas.
Not someone else trying to pass through. I'd be careful if I were you. If you step in the wrong place and become engulfed in a stench, well, be it on your own.
Oh, what's this? Alright, this... I like all the little kind of Easter egg kind of things around. Just, yeah, it's quite a lot to take in, but it's, yes. Yeah, they've really done a good job. Yeah, so this game is like a year old now. Pretty much like, just like on the anniversary of it, so. Kind of a good time to do a playthrough. Okay. And I have to leave it here though, because yeah, I'm back to like work days now, so sadly, yeah, I didn't really get. I was hoping to do more live streaming. That's gonna like have to wait now. Yeah, well, I'm really enjoying this. I'm happy I've got it started, started off. Yeah, definitely continue doing this. There is a, sorry, there is a roll as well.
Revelio.
Seems like it's gonna be like quite a lot of secrets to find. Yeah, like I said, I've not really watched a playthrough of this, just watched little bits, so everything's gonna be pretty new to find. That's the start though. Then the intro and the first two classes, which I was hoping to do more, but I have to kind of leave it here, I think. And let's just have a look what the next class is. Alright, Weasley after class. Alright, the dueling club. I guess that's a side quest. Yeah, so yeah, try and do the side quest first and then do the next main one. It seems like I might have to do it anyway, but I'm not level 2. I don't think I am, right? Alright, I am level 2. Yeah, it's probably best to do the side quest first. Appearance. Alright, is that right? I haven't put those on the right. And there he goes. Right, I'll put the dark arts thing on when we actually do that stuff. Okay. Looks like black and green though, the like black and red kind of thing. There's lots to do. Yeah, it's getting pretty early in the morning here as well, so time to like kind of wrap it up now and yeah, I'll continue this again soon. For anyone interested. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I don't even know what that is. Like, it's... Like something flying around. It's just like a ghost or something. Like going past again.
Revelio.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be a fun game to play through, so looking forward to playing through the rest of it. Right, thank you for watching. Yeah, not sure when I'll be back to do more of this, probably from next Sunday, unless I decide to do some in the week before then. But yeah, I should have more time to do it from Sunday and try and do a longer bit, well, like more parts. Right, yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. Yeah, goodbye for now.
Oh.